Hello everyone, my name is Julian. I'm here to do an album review. This time is Soundgarden's King Animal. This was released November 13th. Comes with 13 tracks and it's around 50 something minutes long. Again, history with me and the band as always. I've only listened to Down on the Upside and a couple other famous tracks by them, so I'm pretty much not a fan, and this album doesn't make me a fan. Now I have to state something here. I'm not a huge fan of grunge overall, and they're known to be one of the best grunge bands out there. Yes, it's been 15 years, so it's kind of like this whole new band at this point. But their sound feels modern but it's like a better recording. Just the fact that we have better equipment and better ways to record an album shows up on the album, and so it just feels modern. But it still has that Down on the Upside sound, style to it. It's just different, but the same. Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Nirvana. Like, I might like Nevermind, I might like Alive, I might like, Black Gives Way to Blue, but everything else, I can always find that chunk of an album that I'm like, no, I can't do it. So, with Soundgarden, it doesn't change. I listened to Down on the Upside, I liked a couple of tracks, and then other tracks that I just didn't like, that big chunk. And with this album, I feel the same way. It's just that it doesn't have... Well, I mean, you can't really see a classic track until a couple of years down the road if you let it grow on you. And this album, I've only given it a day and a half. So I can't really say if the album's going to grow on me or not. And I don't even want to, because as I was listening to it, I didn't have anything that captured me or took me into this album at all. And so, with that being said, it's an opinion on how this album affects me, or if I like this album. I don't know how it would affect anybody who's a grunge fan or a Soundgarden fan, because to my ear it still sounds like Down on the Upside with modern equipment, better recording, better quality. And obviously Chris Cornell's vocals are definitely a little bit older. They feel different, but it still sounds like Soundgarden, which is great. It's a great feel. I mean, after 15 years, you're getting a band back. If you're really a die-hard fan, this is great for you. Anyway, I never saw any problems with the album. There wasn't a time where I was like, God, this music is horrible, because it wasn't. It just didn't appeal to me, but at no point where I mean, the ending track, Rowing, I could care less for that track. That ended the album horribly, and the first track started off tremendously horribly with the lyrics, like, you just can't go back home, you never can, something like that, and I was just like, it has no double meaning, it's not creative. I don't know if he was trying to go for that, but most of the lyrics, not all, because I know some lyrics in this album are deep and creative. I like that a lot. But the first track made me think that, oh damn, this album's gonna suck. And that's really bad. So the opening track is supposed to kind of capture you in. This one threw me out. And the ending track just kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth. Like, whoa, what the fuck did I just listen to? Anyway, there's some good tracks, and they're placed very well throughout the album to make it balanced. I guess this album is very balanced. The tracks Black Saturday and Bone of Birds really give you a break from the heavier music, which is not really everything. It's kind of the same monotone sound. It's not repetitive. Each song has its own original singing style, guitar, drums. It's repetitive within itself. Like, within each song, the same guitar riffs might appear. A couple of different riffs, riff changes here and there, like the chorus, the verse, a little segue, and then back to the verse, chorus, blah. So within each song, yeah, it could get a little repetitive. So that's just personal preference, whether you like that or not. Lyric-wise, it didn't do enough for me to accept that. The fact that it was the same thing, like the lyrics weren't that amazing for me to go like, for example, Nutshell or Black Gives Way to Blue, like those tracks by Alice in Chains, like, if you really look at the chords, like, there is a song that you can learn in like 2 seconds, but you're actually listening for the lyrics and for the feel of the song and where it puts you. Sadly, the lyrics don't do that for me in this album, and the guitars are repetitive, so it's like I couldn't really overlook that, but some of you might. But yeah, other than those two the beginning and ending track, which I think are the worst tracks, the middle tracks are average, and I love the Black Saturday, which is a very chill, strummed, like you can tell it's been recorded with a microphone instead of digitally with a preamp, or an audio interface, sorry. it has a natural feel to it. But I don't have that much to say other than if you like this music, if you like this style, I think you give it like a 7 or an 8 or even a 9. I mean, after 15 years, they haven't changed dramatically, and their music is not horrible. I mean, except those beginning and ending tracks. Everything in between just seems average for me. Nothing that I really personally liked, except for that acoustic set that kind of gives you a break. Every song is very different in its way. Obviously, there's some repeating, trends here and there, but each song was very different from the other. If you're not paying attention to the album, each song might slip past you and you don't know where one ends and the other one starts, but that's beside the point. If you're a fan of Soundgarden, of everything they've done, this album will feel like it's not a huge step away from what they've done before. Yes, it has a little bit of an older sound, but it's been 15 years, they're older, they've had different experiences. Anyway, for me, my opinion, me, who generally listens to like very mainstream grunge and what Alice in Chains, Nirvana, blah, I can keep going, I don't want to name them again. I can give him my personal score, which I think it's like a 4 out of 10. What do you think? Is it good? Is it bad? It's been 15 years. Let me know. Stay tuned for Deftones' new album review when I figure out how to pronounce the name. Definitely enjoying that album. It has its flaws, but I'll get into that in the review. So thanks for watching, guys, and follow me down there. It's my information. And yeah, stay tuned.